Mike and Lou. This is your first Aspire as Ascend. First of all, congratulations on the merger of ATS and HRMS, two powerhouses in the HCM marketplace. Could you talk a little bit about the mission behind this merger and what this is going to mean for UKG customers?
Yeah, thanks, Bonnie. Thanks for having us. I think I met Mike about a year and a half ago, and I really studied his company. I was up and coming a little bit. Mike's been in business a lot longer than ATS, but really, studied what he was doing, some other partners were doing. We were trying to start our own shop. Once I got to know Mike and got to know a lot of people, we were kind of crossing between a lot of our employees, a lot of our customers, and they started talking, kind of talking a little bit more, getting to know each other. And really, it was unique what HRMS was doing and what ATS was doing to a point where we were focusing a lot on a large enterprise client. We expanded quite heavy in Canada. And I admire Mike, what he was doing on the HRMS side of things. There's a lot of, mid-market, post-live, managed service, everything I wanted to do. You just couldn't get those guys started. And the more we talked, the more we got to know each other. It just felt like a really, really good fit. We had all our leaders went in New Orleans. That for me, it kind of just solidified what a great group of people between two companies. And we decided, let's do this together. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of conversation. And it's been a great ride. We brought two companies together that encompasses a lot of things that we do. We're an exclusive UKG partner. So it's been a really, really good match. So
I love it. So both culturally and then from a portfolio perspective, it allowed you to expand your footprint and bring two great people groups together.
Yeah, when Mike and I talked culturally, that was the number one thing for us. I started a kind of people company. Mike did the whole, people company. We said if we're gonna come together, it really starts with our people. That was like, the two culture. We had very little attrition. Mike had very little attrition, and that was really key number one. And then how do we serve the UKG community? That was really, for me, it was like, how do we do end-to-end implementation? How do we take a client from really early stages all the way, try to keep them into our portfolio for a long, long time? And I think bringing the two companies allowed us to do this.
That's great. In terms of, early impacts, what are some of the things that you're seeing with the impacts in customers now as Ascend?
Part of the overall marriage between the two companies was we saw the changes coming from UKG. And we knew at some point that having expanded our talent in our resourcing in terms of our bench was going to have a better impact for the clients, because it's a highly comprehensive application, and having the depth of team, skill set, and crossing both mid-market and enterprise and the portfolio product for UKG was really critical. And I think both of us had come to the conclusion that joining together was going to have a bigger impact and better serving customers than trying to go solo.
Yeah. And Mike, I just read the article you published out on LinkedIn about the value of having a specialty and sort of a single threaded approach for a software like UKG. Could you talk a little bit more about that? What are the advantages of having a singular focus?
Well, coming from 13 years of having a diverse focus and making that change when I went all in with Ultimate Software in 2016, I believe that there is greater value for us as a company, clarity for employees, for our approach, our strategy. I think it shows a lot of commitment to UKG in terms of we are married to you. We are there for you. We're all in, to use Rachel Barker's, term of art. And I think it provides just a really good approach to helping clients understand where we're going, having a versus a diverse strategy.
Yeah.
And that's not changing.
Yeah. And, as you mentioned, that mantra of all in, certainly having that singular focus, I think is, really dovetails into that mantra for 2025. And as you look now at the future in 2025, what are some of the unique characteristics of Ascend now as an organization that set you apart from others in this space?
Yeah, listen, I'll go back to why we came with the word like Ascend. We were talking all together. It's like, part of the merger, we wanted, it was we wanted to ascend together as Ascend says it. But it's really, we wanted to provide a personalized experience to our customers. When we're focusing on UKG, we want to make sure we take those customers from very early, like to pre-implementations, through our implementation. And our goal is to kind of keep them, as UKG would say, part of for life. We want to do the same, similar in our portfolio. We want, we provide a tailored experience to our customers. We listen to them. We socialize together. And really, our goal is they make a huge investment. I was a customer myself for 10 years. We made a huge investment. We committed a lot of dollars. And then when you're going through the implementation, you want to make sure you take advantage of every solution that UKG is selling. That's really where we come in. If you're buying HCM and WFM and all HR modules, our goal is to make sure you take advantage of every single module. And we're going to be there every step of the way with our customers. That's our goal.
I love it. And I love hearing sort of the story behind the name Ascend.
Yeah, we had a meeting with Jen Morgan, and then it was really nice. She left a really good impression on us. And but at the end, she sent me an email. She's like, "Lou, we can ascend without Ascend." I was like, "That's exactly what." So I give a lot.
Get a T-shirt with that.
Yeah, and we give a lot of credit to Sandy, because Sandy really came up with a name and we embraced it. But it's really what kind of represents us. We're all in, as Jen and Rachel said, and we're all about our UKG customers.
Yeah.
But to piggyback on what Lou said, I don't think it's just about the transition to the platform. More and more customers are wanting help host live.
Yep.
And how do we support these customers with a premium brand? We thought the brand represented the philosophy of where we're going. So it's not just the upfront launch, but it's all the way to the end to help clients continuing to get the most out of they can out of the platform.
Yep. So the entire life cycle of a UKG customer journey is where Ascend can come in and really walk on alongside.
Well, we're doing it today, both in the US and Canada, and we're going to continue to grow. So yes, you hit the nail on the head in terms of our strategy. That is what we're going for.
That's awesome. So HRMS, as well as ATS, were some of the earliest adopters of Raven reviews. So HRMS was our first UKG partner that really embraced this idea of customer success and transparency through reviews. So really kudos to you. I think 131 reviews, 96% of clients said that they would rehire, Ascend, or already have. With that said, what is your ongoing approach to customer success and satisfaction? How is it that you are able to support this ongoing quality that we're seeing in reviews?
I think from my perspective, I think that you have to hire the very best people that have the greatest command over the application to deliver quality value to the customer. And I think also it's incredibly important to take care of the the employee, to take care of our employees so that they feel safe, protected. They know that they're supported and that they have all the tools and resources they need to help support that client, both financially, technically, philosophically. And I think you'll see people go above and beyond and do extra things. And those little things are what make the difference in terms of what customers appreciate. Yep. So we're not a bank. We don't work 9 to 5, but we do try to provide the greatest value to our customers that we can.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing more important than our employees and customers. And whenever we get a review, I even, I get it up. I try to get in front of even marketing sometimes, because there's nothing more important than having a customer, without any, just go out there, pick our highlight our employees, the great job they did. Implementations are hard. A lot of these things are hard, but having their trust in our employees and working side by side, delivering some of these super large, complex. We had so many go lives the last quarter. It's really a testament to our employees, testament to our customers working together with our teams. And that's really, like I said earlier, they make a huge investment on their on their product. It's up to us to really go and work side by side, deliver this. And whenever we get those feedback from customers, it just it's an independent. Obviously review from you guys, and you've done an amazing job for providing this platform for a lot of our customers. And we appreciate everything you've done for us. I know HRMS was one of the first. We came along a little later, but it's great. It's great what you provide because you get the very independent review from a customer, good or bad. They come in and they share those experiences with us, and it's always it's been a great experience.
I think being one of the first Raven Intel partners, it shows the philosophical mindset of how are we trying to go and maximize what's out there in the marketplace to be the best partner out there. And it's a great example of being early. We were unsure, and it actually has progressed. And congratulations to you all. But we've been part of that ride for you, and we will continue to search for ways to help elevate our client experience.
And what impresses me so much is how you run to the broad process of going out and asking for reviews. Those reviews are not cherry picked. The volume that we have far surpasses the average, firm out on our site. And the fact that you're surveying almost every single customer that comes in is a testament to the fact that, you're not cherry picking reviews. You have consistency throughout all of your projects, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, I think that's really the most amazing things, that it's every vertical, every customers walk of life. They're coming in, they're doing their independent review. They're highlighting our team, our customers going through their challenges. It's really, really awesome. You've done a great job.
Amazing. So on most of the reviews that we get for Ascend, there is the name of a recognized consultant. So, I look at every one of those reviews, but most of the time, the clients will call someone out in Ascend by name. How are you using recognition internally as a way to continue that process and helping consultants, run to this idea of customer success? How do you recognize people for that?
From my standpoint, I think first recognizing the fact with the entire group that people have gotten a shout out is something very simple, doesn't cost a lot of money, highlighting the fact that somebody did an amazing job. But I also think it comes back to people go above and beyond, and it's not just about the compensation anymore. It's about feeling like they're part of something that is unique, they're special, and they're part of a premium brand with a group of people they want to work with. They can choose to go where they want. These people that work for us are amazing, and they could really go to work for any company. So I think you're seeing the testaments back from people wanting to do the best they possibly can to help the client. And I think it makes a difference. And I think we'll continue to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. What would be some advice you would give a customer that might be in partner selection mode? What are some of the things that they should be looking for in a partner for UKG?
The one thing, at least, we were doing early on the ATS, and Mike did an HRMS, but we get early on with our UKG sales reps. I mean, all the way to RST. It's really, really important. And I tell all the salespeople, get us in early. We have a lot of practitioners that used the system before. We can answer a lot of those questions. So we start building those bonds early on with the customer as they're going through different selection process. And how do we highlight UKG from a customer experience, which I was a customer for 10 years, but then also all the things that we're doing as a partner? What are some of the advantages you get with an exclusive UKG partner? Because we're fully dedicated, 100% dedicated. All we live, breathe UKG, but we get to tell that story. Besides UKG answering all those technical questions, all stuff, we come from the service side of things. Here's how we're going to approach this implementation. We try to learn as much as we can about customers. So as I said earlier, our goal is to tailor an experience personalize an experience to our customers. And I think we see a lot of success when we get involved early with our salespeople, and then kind of build the story together. And then from the moment they make the selection, then they've already had a partner that they've worked with them for quite a bit. And then we're introducing our project teams. We're introducing the whole team together. Some of the success stories we've had last year, it's been a lot of those work. Sometimes it's been a year, sometimes more. But that's where we see a lot of good, successful stories of us, Ascend, UKG, and a Prospero, which ended up turning into a customer.
Love it.
There's a great deal of commonality when looking at partners, right? So the part of your question is how do you filter through what's important for somebody having a relationship?
Yep.
And I think that basically comes down to people. And a lot of times you'll see from our standpoint, these customers and prospective customers like the fact that Lou and I are very involved in the business. We're the founders, we're the owners, we're committed, we're sitting at the table. I think that makes a big impact. It's little things that are making a difference because there is a lot of commonality. And I think that's something that we agree specifically on when we came together, that we were both going to be working to help our business grow. And I think it has an impact on what we're doing.
Yep. So really small enough to care, but large enough to really provide the full suite of services for UKG. I love that.
Well said.
So what does 2025 look like? What are some of the goals this year? What are you most excited about?
We've got a lot of aspirations. We're going to meet as the executive team. We're headed to Atlanta in the next couple of weeks. But just part of the merger, we prioritized a lot of things. Bringing two companies together, it's not easy, but it made it a little easier for us. Like I said, just what I said earlier, all the similarities that Mike and I had. We did a tour. Mike and I committed. We said, hey, we're going to go see almost all of our employees. Being a remote company as we are, which we pride ourselves, we said, let's go and try to meet as many of our employees as we can. Call it Mike Palooza.
I love that.
Which was really exciting for the whole banner for us. But we went to Montreal, met some of our amazing Canadian employees, had a great time with them. We went to New York City, met the rest of the crew. We're going to bring a lot of our employees to Atlanta and hopefully Denver and Chicago and Dallas. But that was our commitment to our employees.
We want to be known as a premium brand, and we want to get the first phone call. And we're going to do everything we can to put ourselves in that position.
Yeah. So consultants that are maybe looking to make a transition or looking for their next opportunity, why Ascend?
I think that we get most of our new employees from other people that work at this organization and have said great things about us. Clarity, leadership, direction, support, fair pay, good work environment, team approach, all the things that people like to talk about, but executing on those are not so easy. Mm-hmm. And I think once you create a reputation for doing those things, you create this snowball effect of like, wow, these guys are doing really well and people really like it there. Maybe I should think about moving. And you get a lot of people that are interested, and then they start learning more about what we're doing and what their role is, the impact they can make. They want to have ownership in terms of having a career. And I think that it's going to continue to happen.
It's really interesting to think about the linkage between that and your Raven reviews and what customers are saying. And I think that they're, part and parcel to one another. Great employees, great hiring and retention and development plan, making happy customers as well.
Yeah, I think when you look from all of that, Mike and I welcome all our employees. It's been a joy to sit down and learn about their backgrounds. We've done 2 of them. We've done a lot of town hall meetings. We continue to do those. Stay close to our employees, stay close to our customers. You look at the revenue view from a partner's point of view. You look at the Glassdoor from the employee point of view. Those are, like I said, all independent employees go and review us. And it's just great. A lot of our hires that came, all these 36 hires, we don't really have like a recruiting machine. We've got some great HR leaders, but it's a lot through referrals. Everybody wants to be part of the winning team. And that's what we are. We're winning.
I love it. So UKG customers, what's the best way to engage with Ascend?
I mean, besides a phone call or an email or some other mechanism to reach, most of the time they're usually reaching out to somebody in UKG, service professional, sales professional, CAM, CSM, asking about, hey, I'm having some problems. I'm growing, I'm acquiring. Who should I call? And I go back to the first call again, is I would recommend that you talk to whomever at Ascend and have a conversation to see if they can help you.
Yep.
So we're socially everywhere. Mm-hmm. We have relationships. We have strong relationships with UKG and the ecosystem, and that's really important. And I think those relationships are building trust to make them look like trusted advisor so that they look good. So when they give that referral and it works out, they know they feel comfortable doing it over and over and over again. And that's really important in our brand.
Yep.
Awesome. Any closing thoughts? Anything we missed in talking about today?
Appreciate your time. Appreciate you and us. It's been almost 5-6 month merger. it's the best thing that really happened, at least in an individual, personally for me. Working with Mike and his team has been a joy. I've been part of a lot of mergers myself, and this been just one very selfless individuals trying to work towards a common goal. And yeah, it's been a great ride. Looking forward to many years to come, and looking forward to especially 2025. So
Nothing to add.
Awesome. Well, it's going to be a huge year. Thank you both. Looking forward to watching Ascend.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate it.